Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from Sunday, the 28th of August to Saturday, the 3rd of September 2022. And this is specially for you coming from Cancer. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. The palms are magic. They belong to the energy of the soul. Somebody is changing the signs and changing the lines, bringing new signs to appear. It's the soul who is doing this. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers once and for all. We'll talk more about this later. So, Sunday, the 28th of August, for you coming from Cancer, it's a good enough morning and afternoon. All you need to do is to show more cooperation and try not to be too aloof and try to improve your tolerance and your teamwork, and you will do a much better job for yourself on this morning afternoon of Sunday, the 28th of August. Evening and nightfall becomes a bit difficult because you are not on the same wavelength as people. And there also shows that you may meet past people that you don't like, and that could spoil the evening and nightfall as well. So choose your company very carefully. Make sure that there aren't people there who can make you unnecessarily under pressure. The morning and afternoon planets of ego will follow you there to the evening nightfall, and they make you very sensitive to any criticism. So avoid people you feel who can upset you in the evening nightfall. Monday, the 29th of August. This is an extremely lucky day. Morning and afternoon, the levels of imagination and creativity are very high. You can use this where you work, you can use this where you do business. Your popularity will be immense, and you will have the possibilities of just saying the right things and doing the right things. Your artistry is going to show, and whatever you do, try to show it so that you can impress people. Have lunch with people who you know you can get something materialistically from. And that would be a good idea because you'll have the charm about you. Evening and nightfall also very lucky. This time you seem to be very inspired, and the inspiration is magnetic. So you're going to attract people to whatever you say and do. You might as well choose company carefully. Again, no harm being materialistically minded with these planets because you'll have a chance to impress people that you need to impress. And that's how you'll get what you want in the evening nightfall. Travel planets are there. So planning travel would also be pretty active with you. Tuesday, the 30th of August, in another wonderful morning and afternoon, you're going to have the chance to be the leader because you are given the right and you're given the chance to show your authority. Well, do this with some kind of negotiability. Don't want to be too dominating because you will tend to be doing that. So try to be as negotiable as you can, and you will see that the chances of you doing very well in any department of life will be seen. The planets of wisdom are there. So you can also show that wisdom and be the leader business wise, especially. Many business planets are there. These planets want to expand your business and add more partnerships possible. So reach out, ask favors, and you'll get them very nicely for yourself. Evening and nightfall, very depressive planets are there. Their duty is to depress you. And when they do that, this word sorrow will always enter. So avoid people who depress you or who talk of sorrowful things. Also, stay away from the people you know from the past whom you don't like. And be careful that your evening and nightfall can end up very disappointing. Cancellations, postponements, so double check all the plans you have for the evening nightfall. Something is going to go very wrong, and the result is not going to be to your favor. So don't be too expectant. Even better, don't be going out sometimes, and that will be happier for you. Wednesday, the 31st of August, this is a bad day. Morning and afternoon, you have to be careful. The planets of rebelliousness are there. Their duty is to make you very rebellious, which means you don't care for the consideration of others. And you'll be revolutionary, which means you don't care for rules and regulations either. Be careful, you can't afford to show that where you work or where you do business. You will attract a lot of opposition from your bosses and superiors. And your impulsiveness is going to make you make many mistakes verbally or even physically or emotionally. Things go very, very wrong. What you need to do is to be part of a team and to be guided by people and to slow down this impulsiveness that will be very heightened, which is negative. Evening and nightfall, the anger planets are there. Their duty is to make you angry. And they do that by showing that whatever you say and do is going to be harmful to others. The result will be that you will be the victim, where nobody will befriend you or nobody will support you. And that anger will rise. Also, accidents are possible because of the violent planets here. Physical accidents, verbal accidents, emotional accidents. So there's plenty to go wrong because your morning and afternoon rebellious planets will also join you in the evening nightfall, making things even more uncontrollable. This is the kind of evening and nightfall you really don't want to be out. Staying home is much, much safer. Thursday, the 1st of September. This is a wonderful 24 hours waiting for you. Morning and afternoon, the leadership planets are there. They want you to be the leader. They want you to take the lead. They want you to have good news of a promotion at work or some possibilities of gaining more business. Everything is possible on this morning and afternoon. It's all up to you to reach out. You'll have the aura, which people will love to be with you. When the aura shines, you attract people. And that's the way you get all the attention from the people you want. So it's such a positive morning and afternoon. You need to work on yourself. How do you do that? Improve your tolerance, improve your teamwork, and you'll have more people come to your side to support you. Evening and nightfall is very inspirational because you have that power in you. You're from Cancer. The inspirational power is going to show. You can talk about travel, you can talk about inspiration and inspiring others. So it's an evening nightfall where people will be happy to be with you and find you very attractive as well. Again, travel planets are very busy, so the talk about travel can become realistic. Friday, the 2nd of September. This is a good morning and afternoon. Your creative and imaginative planets are very active. You have the chance to show this where you work or where you do business. You have a chance to show this to get somebody interested in you in the sense of chasing for a romance. And you have the chance of making very good changes in your life. So plan all these wonderful things in the morning, afternoon. You'll find that cooperation from people comes very, very easy. And good news where you work or where your business should come to you easily. Evening and nightfall planets are moving very slow. When they do that, you feel very frustrated and you feel very much unhappy. Well, you can't help it. As we say, you cannot be faster than your own planets. You have to slow down. Trouble is, hour by hour, things can get worse in the evening and nightfall and more depressive as well. So sometimes it's better not to be out on evenings like this. Stay home and you'll be much safer. But if you have to be out, plans already made, then tell yourself that it's going to be a very disappointing evening nightfall. So go out for the purpose of having to go out and then go home early would be better. The longer you stay out, the more bad publicity and the bad news will come. Saturday, the 3rd of September. This is a good morning and afternoon. The powers of the planets of authority are there, which means they want you to be put in a position of authority. You can take the lead by all means, but try not to show domination and try not to be pushy. Try to be as flexible as you can, and that's going to help you a great, great deal. Most of all, this morning and afternoon gives you the chance to promote yourself. So find people who can promote yourself job wise or business wise. Have lunch with them, and you will see you'll gain a lot from these meetings. Evening and nighttime, the anger planets are seen. You are made angry very easily, and that will be disappointing because when you are angry, then you will say words which are going to be very hurtful, and people will not come by your side. So, with anger planets like this, you either take a firm control over yourself and to avoid company that somehow antagonizes you. Even better, not going out is going to make you much, much safer. The more exposure you have outside, the more these anger planets will follow you. And the planets who want to help you in the morning, afternoon will be there as well, giving you the opportunity. So don't spoil it all by showing your anger in the evening, nightfall in any way. Take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, the tone of voice which is soft, the body language which is soft. You'll be able to save yourself and get something worthwhile in the evening, nightfall. And lastly, accidents can also be seen because the planets of violence are there. Stay away from people who cause such disturbances would be easier. This 90-minute session I have to talk to you about your next 9 years. This will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most of all, looking at your palms. Your palms are very special. They belong to the energy of your soul. I'll show you how to activate that energy we call the soul. Everybody has to have a soul. Without that, we couldn't be alive. And so to activate it would be the way to bring it into the position where you need to be special and extraordinary in what you do. How do people get to that level? The soul wakes up and your third eye begins to be active and your aura starts to shine. Most of us get it in our 50s, 60s, or 70s, much too late in life. I will show you how to get these energies earlier. All that will be taught to you in this 90-minute session. So here's my email. Send me this email and let's get down to a 90-minute session. And I'll show you all that I promise. Not to forget your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. I wish you a good week in the meantime. And I look forward to helping you get to know your next 9 years and get the best out of them. Thank you. Goodbye.